Hello everyone, how's everyone doing? Yes, we are going deep underneath the earth today. So yes, welcome Nugget, Agent, Than, Professor, good day, Bean, everybody. Hello y'all. So yes, we're gonna dig in, pardon the pun, into the deepest borehole on Earth. The deepest man-made structure on Earth, the Kola Super Deep Well, which is a very fun little place to set a story in. And we got a few options of like where to bring it, but I feel like we can like get started on the main thing, and then we'll see where we bring it. I bought a dirt scented candle 2 months ago, and every day I struggle not to taste it. That they make dirt scented candles. But yes, if you guys don't know, let's do like a little primer on what the super deep borehole is. Let's pop into the browser here, which has got this quick picture to exemplify the thing. So, the Kola Super Deep Borehole is an experiment that happened in Russia starting in the 1970s until the 1990s. And they tried to, well, they just tried to go as deep as possible. Simple as that. Just because they could, right? They decided, let's just dig until something happens. And of course, this has provided a lot of great scientific stuff, but also a bunch of conspiracy theories, which is also another side to this story. Also, did you notice my camera is different? I changed all my lighting rig, so, well, rig, it's like, well, you guys could see it, it's basically just a bunch of desk lamps positioned in specific ways, but it tries to emulate a good lighting thing, so hopefully lighting is nice today, let's see. I love some of the engineering stuff that came out of Soviet Russia. Yes, there was apparently a whole controversy when the project started, because NATO thought Russia was going to invade Norway, because if you notice the location of the borehole, it's literally next to the border with Norway. And NATO was like obviously spying and stuff, and they saw a bunch of heavy machinery going to really close to the border with Norway. So they thought they were gonna prepare an invasion or something, and they got very very anxious. They were just asserting their dominance. Better lighting. Nice, thank you. It took me a while to figure out like how to put everything. Because I have like no professional rig of any kind. So yeah. The Kola Super Deep Borehole, it is, let's see, where's the depth? Okay, so it's just like 23 centimeters, 9 inches for you Americans, and it reached 12,000 meters, or 40,000 feet, which is nearly as deep as the Mariana Trench, so that's a lot. You can dig a deeper hole. I'd like to see you try. Get the shovel. So yes, I was looking up pictures and stuff because I wanted to see, so it is deeper than the Mariana Trench if you take the comparison. Though just to give you an idea of how big the Earth is, it only drilled 0.2% of Earth, of the thickness of the Earth. So they dug deeper than the Mariana Trench, and that is still only 0.2%. So, I mean, very far from digging through the crust, but you know. Am I gonna work the UCR into this prompt? That could be interesting. I still haven't thought about the lore, but it could be worked into the UCR universe. It is equivalent of going out to your property line and digging as big a hole as you can just to flex on your neighbor. Exactly, America. Good way to put it. Oh yeah, grab the shovel. Let's see who can dig a deeper hole in the duration of the stream. So this is currently the Kola super deep borehole. It's been abandoned and it's currently welded shut since like 2007 or something. So this building that was around it is now completely destroyed. It's just a ruin. And yeah, so they welded it with heavy machinery so people couldn't like mess around with it. Then you got like the drilling instruments, which were very interesting as well. This is what they used to drill down the borehole. So yeah, there's this part, which is the scientific part. And then there's the conspiracy theory part, which is called the well to hell hoax. So it's an urban legend that was started by, I think, the English press, because of course, which states that there was an experiment done by the Soviets in Siberia. They even got the place wrong, to dig as deep into the earth crust as possible. And I'll just explain it from here instead of reading it. But so they, according to the conspiracy theory, they basically dug a bunch until they found a sort of cavern opening up. So once they dug into the cavern, they pulled up the drilling instruments and they sent down a microphone. Because obviously it's very thin, people can't go in, right? So they just could send a microphone. And they just pulled the microphone down, and once it reaches the cavern, they can hear the screams of the damned souls. So they apparently dug into hell and it was super hot in there, and then all that kind of stuff. Which has a part of truth, because as you could dig deep into the earth, it does get hotter, but it only gets as hot as like an oven. It's not like it can cook you a dinner, but sad end to it somehow. Yeah, super sad, because it could be so useful for research. But they got a lot of good research out of it, at least. What are they keeping in with that lid? However, Mr. Azakawa, I would simply make the hole wider so I can send a human down. Well, you do that, Mr. Azakawa. If this ends up being related to the UCR, we can record some audio for it. True. We'll figure out what to do with for the lore. If we go more like something scientifically plausible, it would be cool for the UCR. If we go something like very biblical like this, like Souls of the Damned, I don't think it would fit the UCR universe as much, except for the like Cold War part of it. But yeah, that's the basis, that's the legend. And we just need to dig. We just need to see what we do with it. So this picture is just like something pulled off of Google. It's a borehole. It's probably not the Kola borehole, which is one that they had as an example in some websites. So it's not free to use. So we need to find either a picture of a borehole or make our own. So use like earth textures and stuff and try to make a cylinder out of them. Could be done. We made a planet the other day, so. Limurologist. Sorry I'm late, what did I miss? So we are making a horror story set in the Kola super deep borehole, which is the deepest place that mankind has ever dug. Like it's just a very like 20 centimeter hole that goes 12 kilometers into the earth, so deeper than the Mariana Trench. So yeah, happy cannibal worms, hello everybody. You could get a bunch of people to scream into their mics and just overlay the clips. True, but I don't know if I want to recreate that exact same myth. It's fun, but I don't want to like add fuel to the fire of an already existing conspiracy, if that makes sense. Not the souls of the damned, just some random dude that are gonna transport it there. Can you imagine like lowering a microphone into the super deep borehole and suddenly you hear a voice down there and it's like just like some dude. He's like, yeah, I've been trapped in here for years. I thought they were never gonna come get me. whispers. Actually, I am what lies underneath the earth. I would love to find you there once we do the edit. Just still in the hole. Anyone here listen to the Magnus archives? I did. I kind of dropped off of it after a while, after I think like the 4th season, because it was getting a bit samey. The meta plot was interesting, but each episode was kind of getting a bit samey. But I did enjoy it. This is specifically, yeah, the one there, they're compelled to dig. Yeah, I remember that one. There's a lot with underground stuff that are good. You get that microphone out of here. I'm trying to eat my supper. Season 5 is very, very different. Or maybe I should continue. Is it different in a good way? Just put it redacted into the picture. Yeah, that's the easiest horror trope. We just get a paint bucket. Boom. Scary. What are they redacting? Hello, Dandy. It is creepy time again. The turn to the end of season 4. Okay, interesting. Maybe I'll continue into the 5th. I don't think I have that much longer to get through. A giant skull. That's a big classic. Okay, so my idea was I'll remove the big sensor bar. My idea was, since in the conspiracy theory they talk about a microphone being lowered and seeing and hearing the souls of the damned screaming, what if we lower, in this version of the story, we lower a camera into it? So it's just deep, it's just wide enough that you can lower a camera. Probably you would probably need to prepare it for the temperatures and stuff, but you could probably lower a camera and have it work for some time until either the heat breaks it, or I guess pressure is fine. So yeah, just the heat is the only problem. But I have something with no eyes. So late. It is late, Macbeth. I like to stream very late for some reason. because I'm a mess and I never get the rest of the stuff I gotta do in the day done soon enough. With a camera flash, yeah, that would be interesting. And protruding from the darkness. So okay, the idea I had yesterday was once they start drilling low enough, they start seeing teeth growing out from the walls, because, you know, it's apparently my brand now, so teeth. But then I thought, that is just the Mystery Flash Pit National Park. So that's already been done, that's already like a pretty popular thing right now. I want to like step on their toes, especially because the guy who, or the person who runs that follows me on Twitter, so it'll be a bit like, hey, don't think I'm doing your thing. What about like a really alien hand? With these robots made their hands really effective tools. Your hand from your middle finger. You have 3 fingers and 2 thumbs. Okay, that makes sense. You going down the Korabol hole. This is, oh my god. Oh no. That's terrible, Bean, I love it. Hold on. If I do it like so. Idea, worm of the string too. Yeah, let's just go in like this. Creature in the dark with only its eyes glowing, like how animals' eyes glows. But would a creature living so deep underground have eyes? They wouldn't need eyes, there's no light down there. Unless they can produce light somehow, but... You could do something like the thing you did for Hellkite, a kind of creepy yet okay looking picture. And then see the horrifying infrared camera version. Interesting. That's good as well. Like infrared. Oh my god, that is so scary. That is anxiety. They just lower him in there, don't they? God. Worm of the String, Journey up to the center of the earth. Just follow the worm's adventures. Little Richard. Dual sprinkle like intestines. Again, it's the same. It's like we're falling into Mystery Flash Pits territory. If you guys don't know what the Mystery Flash Pit is, it's a great little project. Mystery Flash Pit. It's a great project about a fake national park that's just like a huge flesh pit in the ground that just goes deep and deep and deep underneath. It's like a super organism that we don't really understand, and it's full of like huge parasites, and there's they build a huge like tourist center. There's accidents, so there's a whole like history behind it. And the person that runs it does a lot of Photoshop as well. They're pretty good. I especially love all the little documents and posters and stuff. They do that great. I like this little patch as well. So yeah, it's a great project that I recommend you check out if you've never heard about it. If you like my stuff, you'll love Mystery Flash Pit. It's on the chat if you want to check the link. But yeah, there's even some video content. There's some very fun stuff in that whole project. But yeah, basically, it's already like a pretty well-known thing and pretty established. And yeah, the person that does it follows me, so I don't want to be like, hey, I did your thing again, but different. Not like ideas, or like, not like, you know, using a similar idea would be a bad thing, but I'd like to distinguish it a little bit. Because people are gonna immediately draw comparisons. For some reason I immediately thought of them trying to lobotomize / kill some massive sleeping underground creature. Ooh, that's very good. Trying to dig into the brain. Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. The spiral staircase that appears there. Oh yes, I like that a lot. Good book and good movie as well. It's a bit different, but the movie is great. Isn't it bad to stay upside down for too long? I hope they didn't keep that guy on the ground upside down for that long. Their fingers. They actually find heaven underground. Ooh, that's very good, Cannibal. Hint the creature, but don't actually show it. Yeah, so okay, let's kind of review different ideas that I had that have come up, and we'll just paint them here. Again, this picture is not CC, it's not free to use. It's just something I found off the internet, but I wanted to have something to kind of like base ideas on, right? So we have this super deep hole going down and down. We could have like a hand coming up, and I'll just draw a very shitty hand because I don't want to do it good. I want to specifically do it bad. Teeth going underneath, but again, that's a Mystery Flash Pit. I'm going to do the same thing again. So yeah, that one I wouldn't do, I think. The same thing with like in general organic things leaving underneath the ground. It's like it would be a bit derivative, I think. Eyes or anything like that. Like not exactly like not organic things living underground, right? The idea that the underground is organic. That is what reminds me a lot of Mystery Flash Pit. No giant creature. A giant creature could be. As long as it's not like the pit itself is the creature is alive, right? That's what I feel would be a bit too close. Is it one hole or main tunnel with branching smaller tubes? So I think they did some branches when some equipment broke. Just from a quick read, but They had like one main branch. I think they had some other smaller branches though. So hand climbing up might be the like a very weird alien hand, maybe, or like very human, like something that hints at a creature. So like it's darkness, 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 and suddenly where the light hits, in the last place the light hits, you can see the hand. Thank you, Space Dragon, for the follow. And links, I think I missed it. Corals getting out of the walls. I like the walls of the environment. That's interesting. Got an idea, but not sure how to word it. But take your time. It's more than enough time. Hundreds of hands. So this is like a very thin borehole. It's 23 centimeters long, or something like that. Something to the effect. So it's not really something where you can fit a bunch of hands. It could be more than one, of course, but could do different variations on the same thing. Yeah, ribcage. We're falling into the same thing again. We're just doing the Mr. Flesh bit again. That's what I want to avoid a little bit. Not like we couldn't do another take on the same idea. But like, yeah, for example, the other day we did Flesh Planets, and you know, Junjiito's done that. But Junjiito doesn't follow me or know about me, so I don't feel that's uncomfortable with that, you know? Ribcage would be fun though. That's what I was drawing. The house of a very eccentric vampire that gets some blood from the fools that jump headfirst into the hellhole. Odd gravity and that kind of stuff is hard to represent into a picture, especially in a picture of just a deep dark hole. Sure, we could have the hole dig into a cavity, right? So we could have either something at the end of the hole, like they've dug into, they found something hard, they don't know what it is, they can't dig through it, so they send a camera, and as the camera goes down, this is what it finds, right? Or option B is they're digging in and suddenly they break into a big cavity underground. So they're digging and suddenly they come across a huge cavity. And this is like in the story where they talk about them finding hell. This is where hell would be. A little demon. Look at it. So it could be like a camera looking down on a vision of hell. That could be an option. I'm good at drawing, am I not? That's why I do Photoshop, guys. I'm not good at drawing. Dead Space Dead Moon of Flesh. Apparently. I've never played Dead Space, but apparently a bunch of people commented on that. Big worm says good day. I like a big worm. Like a worm is going up at the same time the camera goes down. An inner sea. I found a camera looking up. Hell equals lots of potential. Yeah, the thing is, how do we represent hell in a way that is not like... that is novel, that is not... you know, the camera looks down and it's a bunch of fire and there's demons. Boring. How does one represent hell in a way that is interesting? And it still feels like hell, you know? Like, it's also the damned, but like, what goes on there? There's a house down there, the devil's house. Also, if you guys missed the Flesh Moon, you shouldn't miss it. It's great. This is what we did the other day. I was mentioning before. I like to bring up what I've made as I talk about it, but sometimes I forget. Their name is Terry, by the way, and they're gonna be our next emote. If you missed that the other day, we unlocked a new emote during the stream where we did this, and we figured like it would be appropriate to make Terry the emote. So yes, it's gonna be a big Flesh Planet emote. Good enough. Millions of corpses lying down below in the dark. So, okay, but that would require us to find pictures of millions of corpses and see if that were a drawing, I would say yeah. But since we're doing Photoshop and we need pictures, doing the millions of corpses thing would require us to find something, a horrifying picture to use. And essentially like disrespecting those people. Which is why I don't usually do that kind of thing, unless it's like really old corpses like we've done with the bug body here. In this case I don't mind, because it's a 1,000-year-old body, you know, or more. I don't know how old it was. Just one dude. Yeah, Terry is great. Terry has quickly become the channel's mascot, next to Mock. Mock, of course, I never forget. Yeah, I'm Wind, or however that is pronounced, Big Bad Bunch Girlfriend, and Mr. Lord Scythe. Thank you guys for the follows. Yeah, I think the first thing we need to do, as we like figure out ideas and stuff, first thing we need to do is actually go in and find pictures of boreholes. And I haven't had a lot of time to look for things, so we'll be the first to know. Borehole, is it only one word? I think it's two. Okay, so this isn't bad as a base. So we have well, it's like very sandy instead of rocky. Okay, this is very good. I like this. Of course it's inverted, right? We have the light at the end instead of the light kind of behind us and darkness at the end. So kind of an inversion of it, but I really like this image. I would like to see a like different view of it though. Also, we always gotta check the license. Very important. Let me first filter through no restrictions, see if there's anything. See if there's anything with like borehole all in one word. Actually is. Well, what do we have here? This is nothing, but this is good. Borehole Tube Well. It's a very good sounding name. Depicting hell in an interesting way is a challenge. Yeah. That's why I'm like, I don't know exactly where to bring it, but something so fucked up you can't even grasp the near concept. Yeah. It's visually it's very hard to represent. It's easier to write and to visualize, right? Because imagination is always going to be more powerful in depicting like weird scenes like that. But bioluminescent mole rats. Also, you have rats. That's cool. Would hell and the moon be a cool combination? You mean the flesh moon? Borehole on the moon. No, because it has to be set if we gotta follow the prompt, it has to be set in the color super deep borehole. Okay, let's see if we have anything here. Apart from the ones we found. What is she doing here? And we'll also look through Pixel, see if we find anything different. Oh well, we have pictures of trepanation. Trepanation is when you drill a hole in the skull. It used to be done a lot, apparently in prehistorical times, because we keep finding skulls of people with circular holes in their bones, in their skulls. And they survived, because they found that and there was healing around the bone, so they didn't die of that. Very interesting. Hey Sora, welcome in. Bunch of humans just living in a regular suburban neighborhood, entirely in the dark. Okay, let's see. Let's go to Pickrel. Yeah, let's go for borehole. Done without anesthesia, of course. Borehole emerges somewhere else. Oh, look at this. Would be a nice one from the outside. I don't know if we'll use it, but good to have as reference if we need it. Got circular holes in my skull, 2 for my eyes and 2 for my ears. Well, you should get that looked at. I think that's normal. Saving every website. Hold on, I can just send you my big list. Oh, let me copy that. There we go. Teach me a word in Spanish. Let's see. Hole is agujero. I don't know what borehole is, but let's keep it at agujero. One word. Make them work for it. No, I'll be nice. I won't be evil today. Also, I forgot to change my pen nib. Completely destroyed. Need to get some new ones as well. So what I have is, instead of having the regular pen nibs, I really recommend you get these. They are felt, and well, as you can see, this one is they get broken quicker because they are made of felt. But they are so nice on your tablet, and they don't scratch it like the plastic ones. So you can buy them in 10 packs, and they're pretty cheap. So I'd recommend this if you got a tablet. Okay, let's see if we find anything else with boreholes. Agujero de perforación? Possibly, yeah. No, don't buy them from Wacom. You buy them from like a retailer or Amazon or whatever you want. They're very cheap. They're just little things made of felt. You'll need to pay Wacom for that. Do you guys recognize this image? 10 points to whoever knows where I use this. I mean, I think that's an easy one, but... Ojo de perforación. Okay, interesting. Got it, Oz. Mushroom. Yep. I should make a sequel to that at some point. Okay, what if you look for wells? Because the inside of a well also has that vibe. God, there's a lot of pictures. Look at Orson Welles. That's not what I was looking for, but thank you. Oh my god, have you guys seen that ad? Have you guys ever seen the Orson Welles The French ad? Cause I'm gonna show you. Let's see. Let me turn out the music. Ah, the French. Hold on.
Turn camera. Marked. 102, take one.
With overlap, action please.
I don't know if you guys can hear it well. Come on, Orson. What are you doing?
Action Orson, please.
You just do anything?
No, sorry, cut. Yeah, rolling.
102, take two.
Ah, the French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence. It's fermented in the bottle and like the best French champagne. It's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
102, take three.
Action please.
Ah, the French champagne has always been celebrated for its excellence. There is a California champagne by Paul Masson, inspired by that same French excellence.
Oh my god.
It's fermented in the bottle and like the best French champagne, it's vintage dated. So Paul Masson.
He clearly didn't care. I want to repeat that second. Where is it? Here.
102, take three.
Action please.
Ah, the French champagne has always been celebrated.
Oh, it's perfect. One of my favorite videos. Anyway, I get distracted. Oh, there's a rule in this stream. Every time I get distracted with random bullshit, everyone has to hydrate, so drink up. I've been sampling from the bottle. Wow, the French. Oh, that's fantastic. What a gift to the world. Okay, not anything great here for well. Like something more specific, Mr. Pickerel. For well here. That rule is gonna make us overhydrate. Nah, come on, it'll get that distracted. Okay, I like this. Oh, it's not a great image, it's very small. Don't love that. Another one here, just maybe you can use some of these for textures and stuff. It's very cool. Obviously we'd have to remove them, the windows, but the prompt is the Cola Well Samuel M expedition. I don't know if Samuel M is anyone specific. If you want to see all the prompts, they're here. Oh, did I work? Yes, it worked. The other day the bot was broken for some reason. But yeah, you can see all the prompts there. The one we're doing is the one for tomorrow, the number 17. Let's see, ideally, what is this? Oil well fire. Yeah. Ideally, I'd like to get a picture from a well with mostly smooth walls, as if they have been excavated. Instead of this, like, this just piled up stones. And that won't work for a borehole that's 12,000 meters deep. Qua, I'm gonna ban you. I know you're a mod. No good well pictures though. There's like a lot, and I think it's a problem is overabundance more than anything. Okay, this one is decent. Again, not high quality, but do what we can. Boo Boo Beach. With a couple ghosts. Very cute. In terms of holes, I think of wells specifically, I think it's gonna be a bit hard, especially because there's like a lot of pictures. Look at this bodybuilder here. Teach me a word in Spanish. Well, we said agujero, which is hole. Well, which we're looking up to right now, is pozo. Another great little word, pozo. Not really a lot in pictorial either. It's just a lot of unrelated pictures, or pictures of people digging wells and stuff like that. Okay, another option we have is Flickr, where we can search for this, and we can search for borehole maybe. That doesn't work. We'll just look for well. Doesn't have a lot to do with what we're searching. Does that year bar go all the way back to year 1 in Picroll? Yes, depends on, because some pictures are just like by default put in year 1 when they're just very old and they don't know the year. So when there's very old pictures, sometimes it goes back to year 1, but it depends on the search you do. Okay, let's look for, well, weird pictures. As always, we're gonna find strange things with Flickr, because people just post whatever there. There's like some big craters and strange pictures from a video game. Look at this guy with the wig. Nothing really.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
I would imagine there would be like more wells when you search for wells, right? This too narrow. Oh, this is very good. I mean, the narrowness doesn't matter much since it's all relative, right? When you take a picture, you can just pretend it's bigger. The voice in the song scare you. Yeah, I tried to remove songs with voices, but sometimes they slip through. This one will be removed from the playlist though. It has a lot of voices. Anyway. Is hell at the bottom of the well the only idea, or are there some other things you're thinking of? I'm considering different things. Might depend on the picture we find though. Okay, let's give that one a try. I retweeted the Terry animation and some pathology bots. Created by 2 doctors, just retweeted it. What about a pathology bot? Would they be interested in that? What did it find? I guess it looks like flesh, so. Acapella playlist to make this stream very confusing. It's not the best picture, but it's not bad. Okay, we'll just try to get a bunch of pictures. We'll save everything I use, so don't lose anything. Here, it's not really interesting. This one I like quite a lot. It does, well, I guess the texture is not great actually. Too man-made. This one I really like. Not great in terms of size, but we're gonna imitate a 1980s, 1990s camera, which is probably because the camera is gonna be within the story, it's gonna be like adapted for the heat and stuff, so it's probably like a very tiny camera with a lot of casings around it. I imagine like maybe something that looks like the photos taken from, how do you call them? Oh, I forget the name. Those little submarines, the unmanned submarines, right? Where the pictures like being directly beamed through optic fiber into the boat, and it looks kind of like VHS-y. Is like very, has a bunch of artifacts. Is this going to be related to the Kola super deep borehole? Yes, exactly. It is a prompt. Pickrule has decided that manhole was close enough to mantle to put a bunch of unrelated pictures. Oh, I hate when it does that. Okay, did we download this? I think so. Yes. So I'm gonna close that. This one's not that interesting. Getting a lot there. We'll try to work with what we got and see where we go with that. Snails. They always make everything better. That is true. Won't fight you on that. That is very bright. Okay, so this is again not a super great picture, but we'll take what we can get. I feel like we can do a square crop to look like, yeah, this was not a standard traditional camera that was taken in there. So maybe square crop represents that well. That way we can also center it on the whole a bit more. And our quality is kind of shitty, but what are we gonna do? Haven't seen this photo, hold on. 1906, ooh, that is very scary. Just to show stream, I'll just paste it on here. Here, this picture that lemurologist sends from 1906. Very menacing. Giant pillbug shell. That's very specific. I want to see how you came upon that idea. Should we try and center the whole in the middle of the picture? I feel like perhaps, but let's try and do it. I put the rulers. I will and do it well. There we go. 50 and 50. So to center it, it would need to be more or less here, which leaves a bunch of space there. Not ideal, but hopefully we can work with it. So we're gonna try and create more wall this way. Which will require us... So I'm trying to follow the shapes of the original tunnel, right? We'll need to do something like that and really blow it up, unfortunately. All these American measures, I don't understand, you guys. Language are you talking in? Okay, that's centered. It's not perfect, but... I'll just pull it up a little. Okay. So once we're happy with the base hole, I guess it'll be a black and white picture, because again, they probably had to bring in the smallest camera they could find, and probably not the best camera at the time. It was like something that was well built and could handle a bunch of temperature or something. Thank you for the conversion, San. To real measures. Here. Forbidden bubblegum. What is that? Knob. It's just called knob. What is that, Sora? I'm concerned. This is a knob. Mystic Glassworks. Thank you, thank you. Satiated our curiosity. Okay, so we can do two things here. We can either keep this vibe and go for this sort of exterior part that is very well lit. Or we could just take all this bright zone and... why is it flow so low? Bright zone and fill it in. With the deepest black we can get, and just exchange that bright area with its polar opposite. So we do get some lights, but it eventually just goes into pitch darkness. Flip to negative. That'll do some weird things though. Show. It'll make the rock look very bizarre. Not that it can't work, mind you. Possibly with a bunch of editing, it can work. It kind of looks like distorted in a cool way. Yeah, why not? Let's see where we go with this. We always have the original in the back if we need it. So let me do Ctrl L before that. which will darken the whole thing. Well, it's brightening it, but we're inverting. Anything we darken will be brightened, and so the other way around. Okay. Now on top of this, we can, or actually just here by editing the thing, we can bring back some darkness. Looks like a snow hole. That is true as well. Want it to look too bright here. Hold on. No, I'll remove the filter mask. Try and do this with overlay. So you see the dark part, just dark encroach a little bit further. And this is fun because it makes it look nearly like flash photography. Because all the parts that aren't getting light from here, remember this picture is inverted, would be the same ones that would be most lit by the flash. So it does make a certain amount of sense. Flipping the whole image horizontally or vertically, like so. Possibly, yeah. Yeah, it kind of looks like it's touching the wall that's closest to it, which would also allow us to darken this. Darken this whole area a bit more. So anything here, I'll just maybe not as much as deep black, because that's a lot of darkening. Okay. Here. What we could also do is, now that we have this sort of base, could do a little trick and make it look deeper. So the idea, if it works, would be to only apply this like if the underlying layer is black, which would make it appear only in the hole of the other layer. And if we attempt to connect these two, oh, that's better. It fits so many snails on there. Why would you want to add snails? Why would snails be down here? So we could do this a few times to make it feel like it's going down forever, basically. We would need to take care of some textures so that they don't repeat all the time. Music playground out, you gotta... oh, here. And if you want the whole playlist, do playlist and it'll give you a link. It's a stream safe playlist, so stream it's a good little thing to have. Okay, what if I flip this? The textures look a bit different, you know. Gotta keep it interesting. Don't tell them that I didn't know off the top of my head. Yeah, Bean knew it immediately. Bean just had that has that sort of gifted ear. The hole. Yes. What lies there? We still don't know. We are creating the hole without knowing what's going to be down there, so it's going to be a surprise even to us. Should I put Terry the Meat Planet again? Can you imagine? You look down the hole and if that works. You look down the hole, and who it is? It's Terry. Terry the Meat Planet. Everyone say hi. He came from the hole. Keep going, little Terry. You'll get out someday. Okay, I need a better like transition in between these two. I think I have to do more manual connection here because it's going to be easier to handle. Maybe Terry came from space, found a nice place on Earth, and just buried deep underground. Maybe that is how it reproduces, right? It finds a new planet. It sort of goes underground, finds a nice place, just lays eggs in there. The old planet eggs. Can Terry resize at will? Good question. Maybe we should ask Terry. Terry, can you resize at will? I think that's a yes. What a sweetheart. Thank you for replying, Terry. Baby Terrors. I would love that. Cherish them. And what if we did that again? But obviously it's darker, so it's just like the hole getting deeper. With each step you lose a little bit of light. That is wrong. There we go. Okay, does it feel like an enormous hole now? Doc McBall, thank you for the follow. Oh, and thanks for the save reminder that I missed, because I'm blind, I guess. We'll just call it the hall, because why not? Where did we save it, by the way? Yeah, we saved it. The desktop, right place. There is a planetary parasite. It takes the place of core and slowly infects the planet, making it all fleshy. Ooh, I really like that idea. So maybe what we're seeing down here is actually just a little Terry egg. Hey, you're even smaller now. Where are you going, little Terry? I guess let's see if we can... Oh, that's the wrong thing. Soft lights. Yeah. Terry once was a man like us. A new show called Pimp My Planet. Beginning. Terry Beginnings. What do you think Terry tastes like? I think the official answer to that is like meat that's gone out for too long. I don't know how long I should keep the whole thing going. Like at some point it just becomes nothing. Needs to be slightly bigger to cover the thing, and yeah, at this point it's just not doing anything there. Just accidentally crashed Twitch by trying to get a screenshot of the Terry hole. Well, that is cursed. Okay, let's see. We need to fix up the lighting in this area here. Don't like it. Now, what do we put into the hall? I feel like my favorite so far is just a hand stretching out, because it makes it feel more mysterious. You don't know what that hand belongs to, you know? So we'll keep the lighting up a little bit. It gives that flash photography feeling. Like we can keep the edges in the darkness, because this wouldn't be affected by the flash, which would be mounted on top of the camera, I assume. And then here with the soft light, we can actually like light up some little bits. Kind of like the light that can get to the little salients down there. making it slightly more visible, more explorable. Obviously at some point it kind of fades out, you know? Here you're like hole, so I put a hole in your hole in your hole in your hole. Yes, keep in mind that the original picture is this. Oh, this, I guess. So we've gone from that to here, which is quite a difference. It doesn't look at all like the same picture. I have 10k layers now. What do I do with all this power? You can also get yourself a Discord role, I think, with 10k, right? Or an edit, which I activated. You can make me make a meme, and I will have to comply. Handprints and scratches. Oh, that is very nice. I like that idea. Get slightly paler here. Okay. I lost fingernail. I like that. What if I actually added some white overlay? Like right near the edge here. Again, for that flash photography look. That's lots, that's much, too much. Way too much. Can add a little bit to a separate layer though and see where we fall on it in terms of acidity. And we got our faults. True, true. I think with horror artists as prolific as that is 0%. With a horror artist as prolific as Junji Ito, comparisons are always going to be inevitable. Get that coffee. Too late for coffee. Give yourself some decaf. Free yourself from the curse. Only being able to drink coffee during the day. Okay, here's a question. Does it look to you guys like there's some copy-pasted areas? Because, like, make your decision and then I'll point them out to you. Because once I point them out, it might be way more obvious. So this little area here, you guys can see. Well, I don't know how to draw, but this little shape does this. Look at it. You can see it here. And down here, it's more invisible. I mean, it is there, but is it a bit obvious? Junjiito's overrated. Biggest horror fan, but I feel like they mention it every single time. I mean, Junjiito is like, I think it's like one of the masters. It's one of my biggest inspirations. But it's true that you can't really escape the comparisons. But here, is all this image drawn, or do you start with the base image? Here I do Photoshop, which means I only work by combining images. Sometimes there's some drawn stuff, especially like lights and shadows, but we do things like this meat planet that we did the other day. Just had it on hand. See, other cool things can I show? This crab man. Like humanity evolving to crab. Or this big worm. Anyway, yeah, it's all Photoshop. Yeah, the shape is quite distinct. I'm gonna break it. There's the layer where I think it's more apparent, so. So I'll pick some of the textures and just... hold on. Working on current and below. Should look that dark. No, that'll be fine. Okay, I'll just need to break this little part here. Okay, I think we're good. I think that was the most recognizable shape, right? You guys see any other little copy-pasted bits? Let me know. Just carcinization things. Yes, I think we're good in terms of depth. We're good in terms of lighting, more or less, because once we add subjects or whatever we add, we'll see where we go. Now, it's when we get to the interesting part. What kind of horrors do we add into this super deep hole? And again, for the people who are joining, the story behind this is this happens in the Kola super deep borehole, which is the deepest ever hole drilled on Earth, which was done by the Soviets during the 70s, or starting in the 70s until the 90s. And yes, they just kept going until they got to 12,000 meters, 40,000 feet, I think, which is deeper than the Mariana Trench. And well, they eventually stopped because it was getting very expensive and Soviet Union had disappeared. So yeah, it eventually got abandoned, and now it's just in ruins. The hole has been welded shut. Nothing. It's a bit of a sad story. But there's been some conspiracy theories about the Kola super deep borehole that talk about them actually finding a sort of cavity on the ground and them dropping a microphone into it, and they get the recordings of the microphone and they hear the souls of the dead screaming from hell for help. So some conspiracy theories that say that they actually drilled into hell with this, which is obviously fake, but it's a fun little conspiracy theory, a fun little story at least. And I want to do something similar. Since I work with pictures, I figured let's take that little part from the story where they drop a microphone into this, and they actually drop a picture. So that picture, that camera, and take a picture, and they find something weird in the picture. That's what we're going with. Bioluminescent squad, throw up your gang signs. So yes, the idea is, what do we work into this hole to make something creepy? I think the depictions of hell thing, we're not really gonna be able to depict hell in any meaningful way in just this little space that we have. So I think we'll throw that out the window. I would like to do some depiction of hell, because that would be fun, but it's gotta be like well thought out. It's gonna be not like an improvised thing. Because like typical depictions of hell, that would be boring. It needs to be like a little bit different, right? I actually talked to a Finnish friend. The story of the mic down the hall was made up by a Finnish ultra-Christian conservative group. Really? That's interesting. You can try and add like a fossil to the wall, maybe. It would be It would be creepy if it didn't happen, but that actually happened. They got fossils out of that borehole. I don't know if that is as deep as 12,000 meters, but they actually got some microscopic fossils and stuff. I don't know if like big ones as well, because I don't think they can pull them out. But they actually found like little skeletons of cyanobacteria and things like that inside, like that deep into the under the earth. Little Nas X. We should do a stripper pole going down. Cave painting. Yes, I think cave painting could be fun. Some sort of like handprint or something like that. Although his lights up it. No, the thing is, they're not finding a natural cave. They're drilling a hole. Which would mean that in the time between them drilling the hole and them dropping the camera, something got in there and drew the cave painting thing. Which the timing doesn't make a lot of sense. Something like handprints though. Something like handprints could be fun. Like, how the hell does a handprint get down in there? Sure, we're not gonna do a horrifying image like a meat planet, but it's suitably creepy, I think. Also, say hi to Terry. But yeah, handprint is fun, or just a hand like we would see it like this, right? Like reaching out, like grabbing onto the ground, but we can't see what it belongs to. Anybody listen to the White Ball podcast? I did want to listen to that one. I think it's from an Arctic expedition thing. I think that's a story. Yeah, maybe I'm mistaken it for another one. But I did want to listen to a horror podcast that was about that. Terry is still the best meat planet. Yes, there's no comparison. I'm sorry, Hellstar Remina. But Terry wins. A bunch of bones buried will be cool. Look how they got here. Yeah, I like the idea of how they get there. I do also like the idea of something directly creepy, like a hand that's directly reaching towards the camera. I think both could be quite fun. Also, this deserves a little bit of Gaussian blur. You deserve it. Yeah, because just going deeper in, so I figured a bit of blur would probably sell that idea. Just a touch. Yeah, what I'm imagining right now is like a hand that's fairly close to the camera, right? So we can see it like crawling up like this, and since it's pretty close to the camera, we can't really see what it belongs to. Maybe we can see like a little shape or something. But it's basically like some fingers, and we don't even know like what they belong to. We can either go for human-like, more animal-like. I don't know, this is just a bad sketch because I'm not good at drawing, but a noodle arm, like an arm going, doing little spirals around the thing, and here it has a hand. Like one of those sticky hands. Oh, transparent. Would be fun to make it semi-transparent. What's creepier, singular hand or multiple hands? I think we don't have space for a lot, so we should keep it at one, I think. It would be cool to make it really noisy. Absolutely, it's gonna be hella noisy. We can actually just to get an idea for now. I'm just gonna add my grain action, which is just one click to add a little bit of grain, and we can add it on overlay for now, which will make it grainier. But yeah, we'll add a thicker one later. The drrrr emanating from the hole. Multiple hands way down if you do a zoomed version on the side. That's a thing. They gotta be way down and you gotta do a zoomed version. I think for now my favorite is like a hand that's pretty close to the camera. We would need to find a picture. Take one if all else fails, but I could take one with my phone and beam it directly into my computer. Be the the ghetto setup. But I don't know. Let's look in my usual stock sites because there usually is pictures of hands. So hand reaching perhaps. Ooh, I kind of like this kind of glassy effect. I don't know if it's very realistic, but I like it. I've used this picture several times. If you ever saw my mermaid edits, I should repost that at some point because the mermaid edit, I feel like it's old enough that most new people haven't seen it. If you guys see my mermaid edits, I can show you right here. Further down here. The hand here, it's obviously very modified, but this one. Very modified. Oh, and thanks for the save reminder. I'm saving right in the background. You can't see it, but I'm saving. Trust me. A lot of hands reaching out. I want something going towards back. Yeah, I think the mermaid edit is one of my favorite ones I've done. Okay. Removing this person, but the hand, even though it's a little bit blurry, but it would make sense that it wouldn't be entirely in focus, right? If it's very close to the camera. This one is good as well. I mean, I don't know why it's holding some kind of cube or paper in their hand. But just turning around the hand and yeah. Maybe the other way around would be fun. We got a couple options for now. Ooh, this one is it's cut out. It's the worst one. Ooh, look at this one. Oh, this is possibly perfect. It's Terry's business card. I would love that if Terry would have a business card. Yeah, we got some good ones here. This one's kind of dirty. I like it. It feels dirty at least. I don't know if that's a color correction. Some weird clone stamping that's happened, but it does feel dirty. Ooh, this one is... So it's messed up. Should we put this hand? I want to download it and do a separate version of the edits with just that hand. It's like, it's all okay. This one is... okay. I don't know who this guy is. They have no t-shirt. It's kind of weird. But the image, the lighting isn't perfect, but I kind of like the gloved thing because it makes it feel like it's weird skin. I don't know, it's one option. We will not ask why they're not wearing any clothes. So I'll be downloading all these. This one isn't really useful. This one, of course. This one, not really. I'll download this one as well. just have a bunch of hand pictures. This one is not bad. If we zoom it in, depends on if we want a blurred out picture. But I'll download it as well. Like, we're not losing anything by doing that. We close a bunch of these, because we're not going to be using Boo Boo Beach or this or these and this. Anyway, now let's go back to Photoshop. Oh, on the ones you sent me for the commission, that's true, I could use that, but we got enough material for now, I think. If that doesn't work, we'll go on to other things. Okay, which one? I think I'll just try this one for now. Can just go on screen, and also I should do black and white filter. What is this? Oh, let's dig. That's what I had on the beginning of the stream. We'll have at least 1 to 3 hands. If I had some hands, I'd imagine. I don't think they would look too human, but we can ask. I was thinking of something like this. Obviously, the finger here is cut off because, yeah, because of how the picture is, but. I love this version of Gerudo Valley. Such a good vibe. Give me your camera. I'm taking your Terry. No! Leave Terry alone. Will not stand for that. Hold on, I think we can do normal and try a blend if. Okay, this hand would work well, I think. You can try others, but... Thumb is kinda odd. Fair enough. I don't mind that the hand looks a bit odd and unnatural. That's the worry. Mom said it's my turn on the surface. Dracula's best. Thank you for the follow. I can also save again. Whenever I see a reminder to save in my notifications list, even if it's been a while ago and I've already saved, I save again. So it doesn't only work once, it can work several times. When it stays there in the notification zone. Yeah, he needs specialized. Yeah, it would probably be a creature that just touches everything. Super thin and stretch out person, definitely. And probably pretty small, all things considered. Sarno's mole fillers. Ooh. Those are always creepy. Could be a fun vibe. Please select subject here if it works. Pretty decent. Not perfect, but... So my idea is to try a couple hands. Just give them a spin, you know? Now this one still has a bit of a weird edge. Shift it inside and feather it. Better. Touch more. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's just a hand, you know? Who knows? We can't, since the idea is that the hand is covering the rest of the creature. So we can only imagine. You studied English. I basically learned through like watching a lot of TV shows, reading a lot of English, but not a lot through talking, so my accent just stays in a weird place, but you know, as long as it's good enough to understand, people won't mind it. So never feel bad about your accent when streaming. Accents can be cool, actually. It'll always be a topic of conversation, like, hey, where are you from? In my case, it's fun, because, okay, I bet there's some new folks that may not know from where I'm from. If you do know where I'm from, silence. Like, don't say anything. If you don't know where I'm from, guess. Where would you say I'm from? I want to hear your guesses. Accent is pretty minor. I think it's like just very... It's a mix of different accents. Add little tidbits of a creature that I'm blocked by the hand to imply the shape. Yes, we will do that. I think we will do that. Okay, Atlantis, that is not it. Okay, I won't say yet. I won't say the guesses. Sweden, Italy, another Sweden, another country if I had to guess. Still, nobody has gotten it right. Yes, Jake got it. I'm from Spain. Jake was the only one to get it. Nobody guessed France. That's an interesting one. I'd say I have a fairly French sounding accent. I want people to guess France. Nobody did. Somebody guessed Italy and Spain before France. Interesting. Very interesting. This will go into my notes. Spain without the S. Now I prefer to live in Spain without the A. Españita. So the problem with this one is the lighting mostly, because it has sort of weird lighting, and this would be covered by the flash so much that it's kind of hard to play around with it. I do like this one much more though. This one is like too directly in front of us. I like it, but it's like too directly in front. So for now I'm going with this one. See what else we got. We got this one, which has the same problem. It's very much like this instead of like this. We got this one, which is perfect, and I will literally add it. Accents are always wonderful, exactly, just as Dan says. What would you do if you went into the Kola super deep borehole and as you went down, you suddenly find this popping off from the wall? Just a friendly little hand. It's encouraging you to go deeper, maybe. Saying you're doing great. Keep going, honey. You got this. It's gonna go so deep. It means everything is okay. Exactly, the cave creature approves. We'll do like a little hole here. But that our hand is coming from there. There we go. If you encounter the fabled thumbs, the fabled thumbs down. Oh no. What if I find this? That means you're screwed. You're gonna die in the expedition. Okay, so let's head. We got two more options that we downloaded. This and this. Forget about everything else here. Just looking at the end. It is blurred because this is how the picture was taken. The focus. But I feel like that may be its own charm. Oh, we don't need the arm, actually. That with me. Terry holds the pride flag. Yeah, Terry is the NB representation we need in media. I'll just fix this up manually, because yes. Do we have a Discord channel for stream screenshots? There's the general live stream channel. It's called Live Stream Portal. It's the one on the very bottom. So yeah, it's for anything live stream. You can post stuff there if you want. Just found out a photo about a. Just found out about a photo of another solar system, and it's very creepy. Interesting. Like a photo of a whole solar system? Maybe if there are any cool horror, like space horror prompts in the future. Maybe could work for that, but the universe's final border is a prompt. I don't know if we can fit it with that. We shall see. See that bean? Oh, very cool. 2 giant exoplanets. That's dope. Wish I could live there. Okay. Where should we put our big hand? I feel like maybe it's reaching up towards us and like partially cut. I feel like it's going slightly beyond the camera's scope. So that would leave us some room to see the super deep hole here in the background. Maybe it's more of an interesting composition. I don't know. Stay away from my snails. Don't know which side it would be better here. The idea would be that it covers the hole just enough that it would obscure that creature, whatever it is. So I'm feeling something like this. We would need to mess with the lighting and stuff, but so the idea is to make it feel like, yeah, it's just out of focus, right? The camera is focused here, and maybe we have to sell that. We have to take the base image here, based image, very based image. Take that and maybe add. So filter, blur, gallery. We add. I don't know if field or iris blur is the one I'm looking for. Yeah, iris might be the one. Center it, and I don't want. Why am I not seeing the radius? I can control it, but I'm not seeing it. Well, that's fine. I can do it invisibly. Without seeing. So yeah, we blur this area next to it to make the hand blurred make sense. Yeah, maybe there's a guy behind it, behind the arm. The idea is that we can't know. Because this would be like the only picture captured, or the only weird picture captured, right? Like maybe the others were clean. This was the only picture they took with anything weird. Like maybe they were going down the hole just as a survey thing, and they were taking pictures every X meters, right? Like every 50 meters. They just take one, then they would just take another one. Hydration? Did I get distracted? Well, I'll get hydration anyway. Another glass of water. Anyway, yeah, maybe they were taking pictures every certain amount of meters, and at some point this one comes up, and you don't see anything else in any of the other pictures, right? like this is a casual discovery and we don't know anything else about it. That could be fun, right? Just had some and it was good to share. That is good, that is good. Everyone hydrate. Don't forget. When you're reaching for the last Pringle. I'm gonna get that comment, won't I? No. I think you've predicted the most common comment that I might get. Okay, so our flash is right above the camera. Would create a flash here, and yeah, not so close. Some here. Bit like right behind the finger, and obviously like a big shadow around the hand and getting larger as it gets farther away. Bro hit me out of this hole. Stuck. Hold on, let's do levels on the whole thing. Small amount of blood was found on the camera after it came back up. Interesting. Yeah, there are some nice jams on here. Some fun playlists. I'm wondering if this area that's just so close to the camera, I'm wondering if it would have been shadow as well. Oh, sorry, I was covering it with my camera because I'm a dummy. Like the feathering might be insufficient. Strongo. Thank you for the follow. Happy Snot, thank you as well. From the middle finger to the ring finger. This to this. Like maybe a very thin one is what I'm trying to draw here. See what this looks like without noise. Pretty good. finger coming through the toilet? I don't think I've read that one. Yes, now we're gonna be doing the hints of the rest. And I think we can draw that. It would just be hints. Something right behind it, right? It's like, I don't know. Part of a face, something like that. Give the arm, or I don't know that part. Feel like if the arm is reaching directly up, covering, and the head is right there, it would be covering the arm as well, possibly. Yeah, we can give the hand some distortions. I think we can like maybe make the nails sharp. These kind of things to try. I think we can just draw that though. Sharp nails are always a vibe. We can just kind of imply it. Let's see. Here, don't know how much we can expand it to make it look like a nail. We'll give it our best try. But if there was a single stutter frame where the camera briefly functioned at fingerprints, yeah, like that. I feel like we can do handprints on the wall as well. That's not the right direction. There we go, some claw-like nails. Hopefully will help a little. Oh, thanks for the save reminder. Yeah, I feel like this is just like a one-off frame. Say, Jake. It's like it was not a video camera, but it was just a photo camera sent in, like to automatically, or not automatically, but from the top. They're not seeing the pictures, right? They're just descending it 50 meters, taking a picture, 50 meters, taking a picture, and so on, or 100 meters or whatever. They're just like doing a survey. I feel like that could work. Okay, we're getting there. Now this badly drawn thing in the back. Let's see what we do with it. The slightly accusatory point, I like that. Did you add VTuber mode? It's been there for a while. I made it as a joke once, as a like community goal. And then since I had done the effort of doing the whole VTuber model, it was not a huge thing. I just made it in one evening. But since I had done some work on it, I figured like let's keep it as like one reward or something. Okay, what kind of details could we add to this tiny little sliver of body or face? Should there be any details at all? We keep it like as a sort of blob. Maybe if we imply demonic, the stories say, have like a little horn. Just a little horn like this. Eyes, perhaps. I feel like this should be clearer too, like it has. Oh, you know what I could find? See, one of those pictures where it's someone like screaming from behind a curtain or something. And you can see like a distorted screaming face. Maybe something like that. Something that feels Souls of the Damned. So let me see if I can find here like screaming face or something. I'm sure they are on Unsplash. Let's see. Well, that's not what I was looking for. Ooh, this is cool. Ooh, something kind of, yeah. No, that's not the right one. Here. I feel like it's been through long exposure and it's just all sorts of blurred. Okay, that's a good idea. Okay, imagine just adding this on screen. Darker. Then obviously cutting out the hoodie. I don't want this creature to have a hoodie. Camera recorded the temperature, which continued getting hotter and hotter as it kept descending. And suddenly an exaggerated drop. I like that. So what if it had something like this behind, where you can see like it's the slightest outline of a face, but you can always see like moving parts and screaming mouths. Pretty cool, I think. I don't know, how do you guys feel about it? Pretty monstrous, but in a cool way. And I feel like we can do something similar to the hand. If we, instead of just using the hand like this, we apply it on screen, lighten. We'll see, I see perhaps screen. Do a little bit of editing or something. And then we actually add more of the hands, since we got a lot of hand pictures. actually give them some use. Like this one. Again, we just put it on screen, blur it a bunch. We just drag it next to the other. Don't know how to talk today. And come back to true NB representation. Is this what it feels like to be NB? That's pretty cool then. Yes. I love it. Just yes. Also shout out to all the MBs in chat. Especially Terry. You're either an eldritch horror or an angelic being. Or both. I feel like there's a lot of intersection there. Let's see. Let's try this out. Let's see if it works. Put it on screen. Beanhole to yearn 3 scream. Nobody gets got me. Terry's got me, exactly. I like this one as much. Fingers are very intrusive. Maybe it's just a very small after image or something. Oh, I guess it's flipped. Gotta flip it. Nice glowing pair of teeth. Never fails, does it? Something about it. Okay, let's see. Did we have other hands? Like we did. This one here. I try and just select the hand. Let's see if select subject here works. It'll get the card as well, yeah. Fair enough, fair enough. So now I put this on screen. Give it all a very good blur. Properties feather, there we go. Is what you see when you knock into my room. When you get to my room with the knocking first. I would never do that. You trust me on that. I feel like we're descending again into hell territory, into like Souls of the Damned vibes. Thank you, Sora. We're just testing out this kind of like after image vibe of it. I don't know, something more spectral. Just giving it a try. Seeing what it does. I mean, I feel like the hands are not as good as the face, definitely. Like, this face works so well on screen. And these are all the hands, and they're kind of like going over each other, not in the same way. Like maybe they need some sort of, let's see, outer glow to them. Blend that on multiply. Sent Terra to a friend and she said, "It looks like frog." Well, your friend wouldn't be wrong, because we used frog eyes for Terra's eyes. So that is not wrong at all. Very observant. Several tiny hands, that could work as well. Also just gonna play with the levels, make it way more contrasty. Give them some overlay. Okay, something like this could work. So this is gonna get the same effect. Yeah, every hand is gonna get a bit of that outer glow to kind of separate every after image. They've becoming a blur. And for this first one we added, which I want to be the main one, kind of feels like it's been overshadowed by the others. So maybe I want to add it as something different instead. Hold on, let me merge the group. And add that as overlay in some areas. So the fingers are more visible. The other hands have sharp nails as well. That is a fair point. Okay, so it's a pretty just... Yeah, I feel like we can just get away with drawing them. Very simply like this. Let's see, another finger here. And which other ones? This one here, definitely. Oh, thanks for the save reminder. Hit OK here. And save. What is a white girl wave? You ever heard that? Ooh, let's do color dodge here. Maybe gray or something. Oh, I'm stupid. It's definitely keep painting on the wrong layer. Good dummy. Terry? But this one is not Terry though. Terry is. There it is. Oh, a closed layer. There is this. I mean, Terry might paint their nails sometimes. Possibly. I bet there's some nails there, like jutting out from the ground. This hell creature doesn't actually have a name yet. It's when you hold your hand like a praying mantis and then flick your hand back so your fingers are against your palm, like this. And Terry's 100% soft, because Terry is made of meat. I would say so. Samantha? Samantha is good. Okay, let's do some levels check here. I want to soften some of the images. Weird. I don't know. Sometimes layer masks do weird things, even if you don't paint on them. Alright, we need to have an intervention about that cookie game. Yeah, this one's a bop. As usual, only bots in here. Oh, okay. Look at what I'll do. I'll remove this area here. Ah, now it's much better. Ah, finally. I was looking for what was bothering me. What's this thing? Now this one here, I like do some editing. So what I'm trying to do in the hands area is trying to replicate that style that the face has with a bunch of different images. That's what I'm going for. And we can get away with like distorting them and doing weird things because after all it's like blurry after images. last song, how the artist name was Fingers. That's perfect. Okay, let's see about this outer glow thingy. There's like some areas that bothering me. Other than that, I think I want to reduce it a bit. So I think we're going with Souls of the Damned kind of vibe. What do you guys think? Oh, thanks for the save reminder. Make the outer glow into its own separate layer. Can put on overlay maybe? Okay, how are we feeling about this whole thing? Sort of like after image hand and some after image face. They can kind of intersect a bit. That's fine. It's like the kind of thing that maybe in the story could be, oh, that's just a camera error. Rather there's some Soviet bureaucrats just dismiss it. Like, this is nothing. Not too worry about it. And obviously the bureaucrat is like way out of their league. I have no idea what's going on. But they would prefer that the project continue without hitches, so they just brush it under the rug. If it turned out to be a ghost, then a temperature drop thing, it would make sense. But if we're going with this is like a portal to hell, we're getting closer to hell, right? And these are Souls of the Damned, then maybe hot would actually make more sense. I know ghosts are usually associated with drops in temperature, but I don't know. What I wanted is to feel like slightly confusing at first, Yutako, hello, but still like fairly recognizable as, okay, there's a face here, there's some teeth, there's like fingers calling out to me. Kind of ghost creature. This is why it's generally a bad idea to go around poking holes in planets willy-nilly, absolutely. Let this be a cautionary tale. Also, handprints. Let's look for one here. Okay, we got this here. Not great because they're on a wooden surface. one on an ass, which is fantastic. Let's see. This one is not bad, but it feels like it's cut off. Let's see. Yeah, it's not entire. No, you don't have the entire thing. This is good. Handprints. Terra is too big to hug. Not with that attitude. Anything is huggable if you put your mind to it. Come on. I want a Sigma attitude in this chat. Let's go. The real Sigma attitude is knowing that you can hug anything if you want to. Let's see, I'm gonna try and pick a few handprints separately. Here. Why doesn't it let me multiply it? Okay, I'm dumb. It was inside layer. Yeah, I was being stupid. Another layer, it was inside a group that applied different conditions to it. Is this cola borehole prompt? Exactly. Well, it's actually freezing, since as well as cannot feel the warmth of the living anymore. I like that, it's a fun take on hell. Yes, we'll say Terra can resize at will, only so that hugging is more possible, okay? So, it is canon, Terra can be hugged. So I was thinking little handprints like this. Like a few doing a line. Got another one here that we could just flip around. Let's make it darker. Panda's Inferno goes with the idea of the bone of hell being frozen. Interesting. Complex math post. Temperatures of heaven and hell, and they decided heaven was like 700 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know how that means in Celsius, but sounds like a lot. Sounds a bit uncomfortable for heaven. Okay, how about that for handprints? Hashtag team cold. Heaven is hotter than hell. Interesting, so they pull like quotes from the Bible too. Heaven is hotter than hell. I'll still maintain that cold hell is probably cooler, but okay, let's try this on with some color, not color because it's black and white, but messing with all the little sliders here. See what we get. Okay, first I'm gonna give it a big old vignette. Because flash. And because the round vignette works well in this big hole. Now I'm gonna give it a bunch of grain. And as we mentioned before, there's gonna be a grainy picture. Old hair is probably cooler. Well, yeah, technically true. Let's see, I'll pull down the whites a little bit so we can see some of the outlines better. See, messing with the exposure here is probably what'll change the picture the most. We can like blow it up to make it the flash look very strong. Or go the other way around. I think I might want to add a little bit. Anyway, where should we sign this? Could be a good question. And the good ending, the hand reaches out to hand you a snail. Oh. True ending. Gotta finish all the side quests for that, unfortunately. Really long, yeah. There's not a lot of places to put it on. I was thinking the two options I was thinking were either painted like the hands or carved. You just get like a nice carved looking texture. There's not a lot. And we can steal it from another picture. We did a couple days ago. We did the one with the eye. Was it a couple days ago? I lose track of time. But yeah, we did the eye one, and we carved a signature there. That could work. Why doesn't that? Gonna give this a blur. They were a bit too crisp. Whoa. Photoshop is having that bug. Very annoying. Okay, so we can just pull out the I one and see if it fits here. Dead Beholder. Yeah, Sunday stream. Yeah, maybe I'm cursing my own computer. No, it keeps happening. It's a very annoying bug. It's something between the tablet and the mouse. Like if I've been using the tablet for a while and then I try to zoom in or out with the mouse, it does that. And it gets fixed if I just try to use the tablet again to zoom. I don't know. Photoshop being Photoshop, I guess. So this is what we used, which we can adapt here a little bit. Well, first I'll just save the group, merge it, like so. And we'll put it here. We will expand it like that. Santhan. A snail. That's a very cute snail. Hello, Broking. You're doing well. Being home waiting for COVID tests. Oh no. They come out negative. It fits, I hope. Big old blur. Now we'll... nicer. A bit annoying. I didn't keep the smart objects. I should have. No past the future. There's only snail. Okay, you're going down the super deep borehole. Suddenly a hand reaches out and hands you a snail. You accept. You think it is an offer of peace. Or is it perhaps a trick? A little trap? Okay, let's go to here, I think. You accept the snail instantly. You fall for the trap. It was a trap, y'all. You shouldn't have accepted. Snail was actually gonna eat you. What you did to yourselves. Worth it. I hope it feels enough like a hand reaching out, you know? We've added so many hands to kind of create that after image effect. And I fear that it might have made the whole thing really hard to distinguish. Oh, this goes hard. Snails do bite. Feels like the lick of cats, but concentrated on a minuscule spot. Oh. That's very cute. I would let the snail bite me. I wanted to feel powerful. And I would pretend it hurt like a lot more than it actually did. To make the snail feel good. Wow, you are so strong. Hey, April. Flip this around. Let's see, I like to flip this to notice little errors that you wouldn't find. Flipping is great. The treasure sending working. Yes! That's so good. Look at those little eyes. They're perfect. What would y'all say that is the right way to tackle Photoshop horror when the source image is a shitty iPad 9 photograph? Well, at the end of the day, if you can find several images, the final quality is only going to be as good as your worst link, right? So your base image is taken with a shitty camera. Then just roll with it, like play into it in a way. Like use the artifacts of that camera to actually add to the story or add to the horror, to hide things, you know, not only to hide your Photoshop, but to hide things from the audience so that they may imagine it better. When snails eat because they look down to their food and it looks absolutely goofy. Come on, let's not laugh at snails. They're doing their best. They are literally just chilling. You like if someone came to you when you were eating and called you goofy. Shake my head. Hey Sadie, hope you're doing well. So alien subterranean mole creature, Satan crawling out of the frigid ninth ring of hell. It don't matter. Yes, I'm kind of going with Soul of the Damned vibe. They've dug so deep that they're letting all the souls escape from hell. Thank you with an example of how low quality, where Discord, I assume? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's very... Okay, do you mind if I pull it up? sounds like an awful lot of paperwork on someone's end. Sure does. Some Soviet bureaucrat is gonna be pulling their hair off. Okay, hold on. April, I'll pull it up. Copy. I'm gonna do new clipboard. Okay. This is the picture April has. Yeah, it's very hard to distinguish anything else except for the road here, a little bit of the car. So if I wanted to do something creepy, first I would kind of blow it up and make it brighter, because that'll increase the artifacts and that's always fun. Then I would just like paint a shadow on here, right? You can't do more than a silhouette with this. That should be a some layer. Say like you paint a shadow. And just make it as dark as its background. And then what I would do is pick with the clone stamp and actually fill it with some of the noise. Look better. Then I don't know, add some bright spots for eyes. And suddenly you got a classic image of creepy silhouette looking at you. Yeah, your space of possibilities is pretty limited, right? Because you can only do a silhouette. But a silhouette can be fun. Do it right. Like you can do fun things with a silhouette. It's just like a basic little thing. It'll layer mask? No, with clipping mask, which just means I alt click in between the layers to kind of give it, you can see it here, like it's kind of subordinate to this one. So anything you add will only appear where this thing I've done is. You can also right click and say create clipping mask, and it'll do the same thing if you ever forget the shortcuts. Oh, this one is, I just had it open. Well, there we are for now. So we went for like semi-transparent after image type ghosts. And scrolling up from the depths of hell, we got some handprints on here. They're very subtle. Current light, but it's fine. Didn't see any eye. Yeah, exactly. You didn't see anything. If you saw an eye before, you didn't see it. You're a Pringle. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that we were gonna get a lot of comments about Pringles. It is inevitable. It's gonna be the Pringle edits. Don't know why I'm painting here, just having fun. Oh, this is flipped, by the way. It's like this originally. I had it flipped to like check, but it's fine. You want to make a little gastropod. It's like something bitter modern, like a car for a shell. It's fun. Find like an old beat up car. You're the brand to make a weird ad with people who are monsters until they have the snack. Probably never heard of it though. How do you feel about the handprints? You guys think they're noticeable enough? Like, I don't want them to pop out too much, but I still want it to be visible, you know? Handprints were the first thing I saw. Nice, okay. Good news then. The Godzilla sneakers ad? I don't think I've seen that. Yeah, I assume that the handprints would mean it's either the same thing, the same creature, or there's several attempts at escape, right? So it's like several souls attempting to leave hell from where they're being accidentally let out by this drill. I don't know. It's fun. I think this leads to a fun little lore avenue. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else to do with this. More of a directly, I guess, confrontational picture than what I usually do. Like, I don't usually just show you the monster directly, but I like that it's kind of like obscured enough and kind of like it looks like the picture was taken at very high aperture time. Which means like if you move around a lot, it kind of gets blurry and does this kind of effect. So maybe it's just a feature of the camera that took this, you know? Prepare to see Godzilla on a quad bike. Oh. It's where the souls of conspiracy theorists obsessed with borehole conspiracies go after they die. I love that. Oh, thanks for the save reminder. Actually, I'm gonna save it as a JPEG already. What are boreholes? They're like small holes made by a drill. Like usually you'll see them in oil extraction, right? So they go to the seafloor and drill a borehole down to where the oil is. In this case, this was just a research thing, so they tried to dig as deep as possible. And they got to 12,000 meters or 40,000 feet, which is deeper than the Marianas Trench, and is still to this day, it is the deepest borehole ever created. That was back in the 70s, from the 70s to the 90s. Sora, you're a trooper, thank you. So it's funny because we started this idea with the conspiracy, the actual conspiracy about people thinking they actually found hell and they recorded sounds from hell, and well, it's bunk. It's not real. But we started with that kind of as inspiration. Then we said, no, let's just do a creature, right? Let's just do a creature with a hand that's reaching towards us. And eventually we actually circled back to Damned Souls of the Dead, so... we did a full 360 in this stream. Will this be related to UCR? I don't think Souls of the Damned coming from hell, from a literal hell, fits the UCR vibe. I do think there's a story to be made with the borehole and the UCR, but I don't think it's this one. I don't know, it's like too literal. Heaven and hell existing is too literal for the UZR. So I feel like this one wouldn't really fit the vibe. Let me actually pop into camera mode. Hello. Hope my lighting is better today. I already said it at the beginning of the stream, but I changed my whole lighting setup, and added a full new lights. That's just right here. It's like a fill light. Actually, you can see the shadow there, back in the wall. Yeah, I did a full new lights. Hopefully, it should be a bit better. Like, light I had before used to do these shadows here that were horrible. So hopefully, it's a bit better now. In any case, that is the 17th prompt, which is the Cola Well Samuel M expedition. I don't think we'll include the Samuel M thing. We'll just skip that part of the prompt. It'll just be the Cola Well expedition. And to be honest, we didn't do expedition either. We just do the Cola Well part of it, of the prompt. We just took the part we wanted and left the rest out. But it's fine. The idea is that the prompt inspires you, right? And not to like follow exactly the directions it gives you. Sometimes you go in a different direction, and that's completely fine. And for tomorrow, we already have a whole thing prepared. So we have all the base pictures and a drawing on top already done, because we've been preparing it. So we'll just have to go over it and add textures and stuff. It'll be a fun stream. Tomorrow it's celestial body, parenthesis, deceased. So like a huge dead angel. Sometimes an expedition can be a group of people with a very tiny camera, exactly. Just a long pole and a tiny camera. Have a whole thing prepared. Yes, let me show you guys, because I showed it the last stream, but I don't think I talked about it this stream. Since I'm streaming every day, I don't even know what I've said in one stream or another. Okay, here. This is what we got prepared for tomorrow's stream. So this is, the prompt again is celestial body deceased. And yeah, it's a huge dead angel. We already have like the base pictures more or less set up. There's some edges to do better and stuff, but more or less set up. We would need to cut this well, then we would add the shadows and stuff, and then it's all about doing textures on top of this. So every wing will cover with a real wing texture from birds, swans, probably mostly swans. Then the body probably also be, well, it's black and white, so it'll probably just be bright white, and we'll add some kind of rotting textures to all this. Seti, as is tradition, Seti has sent us this beautiful image. Caption, but he wants Pringles. I'm saving this, of course I am. So April, I wonder how many eyes will it have? None. This will be a completely eyeless angel. Because they've all been picked out by creatures. Fun story, my workplace infrared light used to not pick me up, it worked on everyone else. I think you might be a ghost. Have you considered that? My friend accused me, semi-seriously, of vampirism. And declined to hang out, oh no. Yeah, tomorrow is gonna be fun. Well, it's already like looking great, so we just need to fix up some things. I think we'll add some more mountains to the background, possibly. Little things like that. And yeah, we got this. I'll be there stuck home for 40 or 48 hours. Oh no, the quarantines. Sorry, that sucks. Well, here I will be here. So usually at the same hour as today. And then 2 days from now, if I can get it prepared by then, because I'll need to find a bunch of pictures and all that. For the 19th prompt, like a few days ago, we instead of working on a one-off thing, we just worked on one picture for the future part of the Fractal series. Tomorrow, no, 2 days from now, we might actually do a picture for the Megalomorpha series. So, yes, if I got time to prepare everything, and 2 days from now, because I'm getting a lot of commissions. I got a book cover, I got a TTRPG thing, well, like it's kind of like for a lore book for a TTRPG, and another TTRPG thing coming up. So we'll see if that third one, because I'm still like talking through the first details. It's gonna be a fun one. It's gonna be a bunch of found footage images, so it's perfect for my style. I'll ask if I can do them on Twitch. I don't think there will be a problem. There's never a problem with them on Twitch. So, but yeah, hopefully those, if I can stream them, it will be after the month, because this month is pretty packed. But yeah, we'll see. If I feel like for the borehole thing, you could definitely tie the fact that borehole was kept shut in 1995. Oh yes, that's perfect. That's perfect. Yeah, that can definitely be included. Good idea. Really classy and well done for a generic goal. It's really good. Thank you. And what prompt? So the prompt I'm thinking of doing for Megalomorpha is man-made wings called Happening. It's a 19th prompt, but we'll work on it on the night of the 18th. And it occurred to me to do Megalomorpha for this one, because I was thinking of doing something related to a cult for the next part of Megalomorpha. I still gotta figure out like more of the specific of the lore, so I can like find images more specific to that, because I won't be able to find images of cults most likely. I'll have to use like something for New Age religious assemblies or stuff like that. I would like it to be like a New Age sort of cult, right? Not a specific, like a Christian cult, so those more old ones. Something more New Age, more, you know, 60s, 70s kind of vibe. We'll see. Some color pictures and stuff possibly. But I'll try and find images, and we'll see if we can work on that for that day. We'll depend on that. If we can't, we'll just do something else for that prompt. Next prompt actually reminded me of Megalomorpha with all the thing of dead angel. That's true. We're gonna be way more literal than that. We're gonna do a dead angel. But yeah, the cult part and the man-made wings could also fit into Megalomorpha, right? Because of the whole people converting into bugs through the cocoons. And the cult happening specifically was the one that caught to mind, that I could use it for Megalomorpha. But we'll see. If not, I don't have anything else for that prompt, so we'll figure out something else on the fly. We shall see. But yeah, all the remaining prompts, there's some I don't have really a lot of ideas for. But there is Hawk's Gene Tampering, which is going to be another body horror thing with humans with like arms that come out where they shouldn't, kind of thing. Then we got Compound Chicken, which I might actually not be here for, so I might actually like lump it in with another stream, because I think that is Saturday 20th. Yes, that's for the 20th. Actually, the 20th is my birthday, but since I'm going out to celebrate it, I will probably not be here. We'll see. Or either that, or there will be an early stream. But yeah, then Forever Walker is another fun little prompt that I don't know what to do with it, but Celestial beings are 100% my jam, hell yeah. The things are my jam, so it works too. Yes, the 20th is my birthday, and we would be working on compound chicken that day, which is a fun little thing, so maybe I'll just lump it in with one on the 19th. In any case, for the stream on the 19th, it'll actually be the 20th, where I am, because it'll be past midnight. So you'll see me on my birthday stream. we'll be doing Hox Ching tampering for that day. Make sure to drink your chicken compound. And last day of weekend work is also your birthday. Well, we won't be doing anything special, we'll just be doing little edits like usual. But yeah, and then for further prompts, I kind of gotta rack my brain, because as you can see, it's all like filled in, and here we got a lot of lack of ideas. We shall see. For now, I've marked the Collarwell expedition as done. Birthday is close to mine. What does that mean? That means Valentine's Day is 9 months before that. You ever realize that? Sorry to break it to you if you didn't. There's no more cool, just two raid later. Oh, Nick is streaming. Yeah, we'll raid Nick for this. Yeah, I think we'll leave it for today, and we'll go raid Nick. How about that? Because I could keep rambling, but I don't have anything else to say. So let me set up the raid here. Nick is playing Pokemon. If you don't know Nick Tofani, another great fantastic horror and general like creepy artists. So we'll go say hi, okay? If you don't know Nick, just say hi. He's a really nice guy. So let's go, y'all. Have a great night, everyone. I'll be seeing you in Nick's chats, and if you're not there, I'll see you tomorrow.